We have a new walker, a new enemy, the King of Kings. After 20 years, they introduce a King Walker, and it took Maggie 1 minute to slay the king. Welcome back, guys, to Fog Entertainment, here to talk about Walking Dead, Dead City, the big moment, the thing that everyone is talking about, everyone is discussing. Maggie versus this new walker, this freak-looking zombie. It was like 4 zombies piled into one. We had limbs flying everywhere, legs, arms, horizontal, vertical, you name it. They were going every direction you could think of. This damn thing looked like a spider. It was cool, I'm not going to deny it. After years and years of plain ass, boring looking zombies, just normal looking zombies. We've seen Walking Dead try and do everything. We've had zombies that look normal. We've had zombies that are like falling apart when you touch them. We've had zombies with no limbs that are crawling on the floor. We've had zombies that have got blood coming out their eyes. We've pretty much had every kind of zombie that you can think of up to this point. But in this episode, they introduced the King Walker, and it was a bunch of zombies that had meshed together, really. They'd been stuck together for so long that they'd kind of formed, and it did look like a big spider. It did look like a tarantula, and it did look cool, and it looked like an enemy that was going to be hard to defeat. And we've seen that it kind of cornered in on Maggie. We know Maggie's foot was stuck. She could not escape. Her foot was like jammed in the rib cage of another walker. She couldn't get it out. The King Walker all of a sudden appears. It's closing in on Maggie. It falls on top of Maggie. She is having to hold it off. It's got 4 different heads. It's got like heads coming from every fucking direction, man. This thing did look weird. And then I guess even the heads kind of remind you of spiders, where they've got like a shitload of wee eyes and shit like that. And this one had a lot of heads. And then we seen another head like burst out of the body, and it kind of did remind you of Alien. The scene where like the mouth opens up and you get like the little alien busting out the mouth to eat you and shit. That's what this kind of looked like. So it was like paying homage to Alien, and it was a good scene. I'm not going to deny that. It was a good visual in terms of a boss, in terms of an enemy. It was good, and it did feel like a big boss. Like when you play a video game here, and you get like the special infected, or you get something that mutates. This is what this looked like. It looked good. It looked very good. But the problem is, it didn't do anything. It didn't get a single kill. There was no victims. It launched at Maggie. Maggie held it off with one hand, and then she proceeded to stab all the heads on this King Walker, and she took it down by herself, single-handedly. Didn't get bit, didn't get hurt. Absolutely nothing happened to Maggie, and the scene's over. And we wait 20 years to get this big-ass King Zombie, King Walker, whatever you want to call it, King Spider, with heads and limbs and you name it, it had it. A big, tall, massive, imposing looking walker, a variation of a walker we've never seen before, and it didn't do anything. It couldn't kill anybody. We didn't get to see it claim a victim or nothing, and it just makes no sense to me, because like 5 minutes ago in the show we had Tommaso who was bitten. Like, why couldn't he have carried on the journey? I think it would have been so much better if Tommaso stayed alive a little bit longer, and possibly we could have seen the King Walker kill Tommaso. Maybe it could have ripped them apart. It could have ate him with all 4 different heads. Or maybe we could have seen the King Walker closing in on Maggie. It looks like Maggie is about to die, and perhaps Tommaso could come running in and make the sacrifice and make the save and take out the King Walker. Maybe he could have ran with it and off the railings, whatever, and they both could have fell down to their death. I think that would have been a much better scene than what we got, because we got this big, scary looking walker, but in the end, Maggie kind of just killed it as if it was a normal walker. She literally did. She was on her back, she held it up, and she stabbed it in the 4 heads, and it was like what she would do with a normal walker, but instead of, stabbing, impaling 1 head, she had to impale 4. So I thought overall the scene was disappointing. Big letdown. I thought it was a chance for them to do something really good, and they kind of dropped the ball. Yeah, they did drop the ball. I mean, the visual effects were good. The enemy looked good. but the fact that Maggie just killed it like she would a normal walker, you know, was kind of a massive letdown in the end. And I think they could have done it a lot better and a lot differently. But, you know, that's it, guys. Haven't really been enjoying this show. Gave it a try. Still got the finale to come tomorrow, so we'll see if that's any good or not. But, I mean, overall, it's not been horrible. It's probably been what I expected. You know, I didn't expect it to be good, and in my opinion, it's not been good. But here's hoping that maybe in the finale it can pick up a little bit. Anyway, guys, that's it for Fog Entertainment. Catch you in the next one. Till then, peace.